Now, this is very important. You touched on this earlier with Eduardo. I'm bringing it up now. The EU's strict online speech laws are set to impact U.S. citizens in 2024. The First Amendment offers little protection from the long term of EU speech censorship agenda. Now, I have my notes from like 12 shows ago when I was on with you.
Right.
And this is what it's about, folks. I'm going to tell you guys. This article, you actually have to pay to read this, but I'm going to tell you what this is about, and I know what it's about because we cover this. This has to do with the root certificate authority that the EU is pushing, with the transport layered security, which is going to usher in the digital ID. Okay. And root certificates will be available for all browsers, and they have a surveillance interceptor ID on them. And Windows and Linux they're going to work towards Windows and Linux. And basically everything needs to be bonded and audited before it gets approved. So even if you want to go with the anonymity and you want to go under the radar and be anonymous online, you can't. In the EU, you can't, because everything needs to be bonded and audited. And that's a major. So you might have to take a picture of you with your ID in your hand, showing that's you before they do anything, before they allow you online. The EU is pushing hard. Ireland and France are the two countries right now pushing hard for this, working hard towards this. And there's a couple of other people I won't mention on this because I don't want to die tomorrow that are working towards this.
Put it in the private chat and I'll say it because I don't fear death. I really don't.
Okay, good. Guys, we got to talk about the Opera browser. .zil websites. I've been spoken about this about a year ago, I believe I first mentioned this. There is an alternative to the web, and there's .zil. There's Internet 3.0 is coming out. They're behind the curve when it comes to this kind of stuff, and there's some people, certain companies that are going to fight this tooth and nail because they know how important free speech is. So I've mentioned many times .zil websites, guys, Opera browsers. Get the plugins for the Opera browser. You're kind of like in the dark web. They can't control that.
Okay, well, they can't. You're right. The FBI is trying their very best to gain ground on the dark web. They're able to see some stuff, but not all of it. And what'll end up happening is there will be probably divergent internets. I'm sure of that, and it'll be www.2. www.3. w3. There'll be all kinds of extra extensions now that you'll have to type in before you actually type in your domain name.